John Sharp. Rank was Staff Sergeant. I was in the United States Air Force, and I served 6 years.
Luis Gonzalez. My branch was Marine Corps. I served 8 years in the military, and I am an E4.
The entire time I was active was during the conflict with Iraq and Afghanistan. And I did not serve overseas. For my career field, with our security clearance and a bunch of other factors that came into play, we were able to do our job stateside, and it was a safer bet for national security reasons.
I was deployed for the Gulf War back in 1991, and we were deployed to Saudi Arabia and Kuwait. And we spent I believe it was 6 months in the desert.
I was 23 years old, and I joined because I was really looking to get into the IT career field, looking for a change from what I was currently doing. I was doing like sales and kind of bouncing around for a bit. So I decided, after a lot of research, that the best way to go about it was you needed a degree, you needed certifications, and you needed hands-on experience. And no matter what way I looked at it, the best way to get all three was to sign up and to join. So I went to my local recruiter and did some homework, found out what job I wanted, and kind of aggressively approached it from there.
I was 17 when I joined, right after high school, and reasoning was I've always wanted to be in the military as a little boy, and I always a cool thing to be in. And then I realized that it brought a lot of discipline, showed you how to be more responsible, and I think it made me a better person.
It's a great opportunity, but as much as you signing a contract for however long, whether it's 4 years, 20 years, whatever, the benefits stick with you for the rest of your life.
I think that the experience that someone has while in the service or in the military helps with being a responsible person, a more disciplined person. I think for the most part, you tend to grow within yourself when it comes to that.
I look back at like when I got my first assignment and everything, I was a little bummed going back home, joined to get away, and they sent me right back to where I came from and enlisted from. But I was able to meet my wife, our family started, everything kind of fell into place, and I just kind of kept doing what I felt was right, and it got me to where I'm at now. The pride, everything that comes along with it, wearing a uniform, being able to serve, and even now as a veteran, I try and get involved in the veteran community and give back as much as I can. As much as it has its ups and downs, and sometimes you might get a little frustrated or whatever, it's an opportunity of a lifetime that you'll never forget. You'll take many life lessons from there, and you'll be able to apply a lot of the stuff that you learn in any branch of the service into your civilian life, whether it be 4 years later, 20 years later, 24 years later. Looking back at it, I enjoyed it a lot.
I do agree with the commander-in-chief when he made the decision to go into to the Gulf War. We as servicemen, we follow directions, and one of the most important things is to abide by all those laws. And if the commander-in-chief does give a command, then we tend to follow it. 100%. So yes.
Yes, when it comes down to it, I mean that's what we take the oath to obey the orders of all those appointed over me, starting with the commander-in-chief. I don't think anyone ever truly 100% agrees with the president, but all honesty, it's a tough job. Every decision you make has consequences, and you need to weigh out both sides, both options, all options, and then try and decide what you think is the best bet for not only the American people and the country, but we're a global leader. So what we do here in America, or decisions we make even abroad, we impact the globe.